Welcome to the CWV podcast. We liberate lives with our vocal. Back to the CWV podcast, the podcast that delves into the fascinating and often perplexing world of what makes us us. I'm your host Sultan Ayodele, and today we are embarking on a journey into the adventure of human nature. What does this means to explore human nature? It is not like going on a safari or climbing on a mountain, is it? It is an inward journey, a constant exploration of the complex landscape of our thoughts, emotions, and behavior. We are talking about the fundamental question: why do we do what we do? What drives us? What are the inherent tendencies? What shape our lives? We'll be looking at firstly the core of being. The core of being. The core of being is a complex and much debated topic. However, some key aspects constantly emerge. Humans possesses a mix of innate tendencies, including both cooperative and competitive drives. We are capable of great empathy and altruism, as well as self-interest and aggression. Our advanced cognitive abilities include reasoning, language, and self-awareness are central of our nature. This enables us to create complex societies, develop technologies, and engage in abstract thoughts. Humans are fundamentally social creatures, driven by a need for connection and belonging. Our relationship and social structures plays a crucial role in shaping our behavior and identity. The concept of a moral compass or conscience is also a key component. This internal sense of right and wrong, through influenced by environment, contributes to human nature. And we're still talking about the core of being, and we see that according to what you've listened now, that the core of being, that how we develop, how we have been built, how we have been driven by need of connection and belonging, how we have been driven by technologies developing here and there. So the purpose of we living is for adventure. We are exploring new worlds every day. We see new things every day. We learn every day. So we are living not just because we are living for our own pleasure, but we are living because we want to learn. And as a human, we learn. While we possess inherent traits, human nature is also highly malleable, influenced by culture, environment, and individual experiences. Now we see that we are moved by culture, thoughts, ideas. So that's all for the core of being. Now moving to the wilderness of emotion, which is the second segment we'll be going to now. The wilderness of emotion. It signifies a period where emotions feels untamed, chaotic, and difficult to navigate. This can involve a surge of of various feelings, often conflicting, such as fear, grief, anger, and despair. The wilderness suggests a need to traverse this intense emotion. To understand the process, it implies a period of inner work where one confronts and grapple with deep-seated feelings. While challenging this wilderness can also be a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. So we see that the wilderness of emotion, when we call something wilderness is something that, a deep, we're trying to look at the deeper set or the deeper side of emotion. So we can see that, that emotion encompasses fear, grief, anger, and despair. Because emotion is like a feeling that emerges in a person. And we can see that it says that the suggestion of wilderness is to traverse intense emotion, to understand and to process them. So when you travel, when you go through, or when you are in the far deep of emotion, you have to think through. So moving on, by navigating these intense emotions, individual can gain greater self-awareness and emotional resilience. You can see. So in the process of you going deeper, navigating intense emotions, you can gain self-awareness, you can gain emotional resilience. Often in religious or spiritual contexts, the wilderness can present a period of testing or purification. It also can represent a time of feeling separated from normal life, or from a feeling of connection to others, or even a connection to a higher power. You see, emotions helps us connect to one another. It brings a deeper feeling of how you feel. Now we are built with a feeling. So there's a way you feel. You feel bad, you feel good, you feel anything. Even through the touches. When you touch, you feel it. So next segment we'll be looking at now is the social animal. It emphasizes the fundamental role of social interaction in our lives. Humans have an innate drive to form connection and live in groups. This stems from our evolutionary history, where social cooperations are crucial for survival. Our behavior, belief, and value are significantly shaped by our social environment. We learn from others, conform to social norms, and seek social approval. You see? So what we're trying to say here is that when we talk about social animal, it means that we are an animal. Like the kind of animal who is intelligent, who is social, intellectual. And you see that as humans, our innate drive to form connection and live in groups. We live in group, we live among people. We are living in a society. We live in group and we learn. Our behavior, our beliefs, our value, they're significantly shaped by our social environment. So the way we behave, the way we live, the way we gain knowledge, the way we value ourselves is being shaped by the people surrounding us, the people that we engage ourselves with, our family, our friends, you know. So humans create complex social structure, including families, communities, and societies. Like said before, this structure provides a framework for social interaction and cooperation. We rely on each other for support, resources, and emotional well-being. Yes, that's very true. We rely on ourselves for help. You can't help yourself alone. You don't have everything in your capacity. You don't have everything in your power. There's no how you live. You rely on people for help. You may need an assistant. Then this thing is above you, or let me say, is above you. Yes, it's above you. So you have to go for help. You have to seek for help from someone who is capable of doing that thing you need. Social bonds are essential for our individual and collective flourishing. The phrase itself is most attributed to the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, who observed that humans naturally form communities. You see, a philosopher said it that humans form the community because we, the people, we are the owner of the community. We are the ones that shape the community. Now imagine a community where it's full of corruption, you know, different kind of crimes. It is the human in the community that caused those things. Assuming there is a positive mindset of every human in the community, crimes will never happen or crime will not happen. Or if there are people that will stand up, that will shun those crimes, those things will not happen. Until the next, we have the quest for meaning. It is a fundamental human drive, reflecting our desires to understand our purpose and the place in the world. Humans are not content with mere existence. We seek to understand why we exist. This drive is often linked to our consciousness and self-awareness. The quest is highly individual, with each person seeking their own unique meaning. This can involve finding purpose in relationships, work, creativity, or spirituality. You can see, we all have an assignment. Like I said, humans are built up to advance. We have to advance ourselves. We have to go on an adventure. So, seeking quest for meaning, we are in the part where we need to, we want to know, we want to learn, we want to build our knowledgeable capacity in the sense of we exploring the world, we exploring what we are being called or what we are inside of us. It often involves grappling with essentially questions about life, death, and the nature of reality. These questions can lead to feelings of anxiety, but also to profound insight. You see? So we seek understanding or we seek meaning for life, death, and the nature of reality. So this is what builds us. This is what we are in for as a human. You can't just be a person and you don't have the sense of living. It's not possible. Or you can't be living a life and you don't have a goal. Every human in life have a goal, except for those who are foolish, who doesn't want to have a goal. Because you wake up every morning, you do your daily routine, you don't have a goal, you have a focus. There must be a focus. So we see that people find meaning in various sources, including relationships and community, creative expression and self-actualization, contribution to a cause larger than oneself, spiritual or philosophical belief. You can see all these things listed are the things we find meaning for. The quest for meaning is not a destination, but an ongoing journey of exploration and discovery. We are on a quest and we are seeking for more. We need to be knowledgeable every time. We are seeking for more. Meaning can evolve and change throughout a person's life. So meaning can change. We all have an assignment. Looking at the fact that we are all humans and we are in the world, every human, we have almost millions of babies produced almost every day. And we are all growing for a purpose. We are not just growing for fun. We are growing up to fulfill righteousness, to fulfill purposes. Okay, so now we are done with the segment and we are, we are going into the end of the podcast today. So exploring human nature is a lifelong adventure. Like I said before, it can never stop. You keep learning about human. You keep learning about everything related, pertaining to us. It's about understanding ourselves and others on a deeper level. It's about embracing our complexities and striving to live meaningful lives. I encourage you to continue this exploration in your own lives. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the CWV podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, stay curious.
Do you like this episode? Don't forget to subscribe to the CWV podcast to stay updated on our latest episode and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X to read our posts and updates. Content Writer's Voice is a rising online platform, your source for your writing needs. From captivating designs to engaging blog posts and web copy, our professional writing services make a difference. Contact us today and let your words speak volume. Thank you for listening.